Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show, Friday, April 8th, 2016, and it's been a long time since I did a video from work. You're probably wondering why I'm inside. Can any of the more astute of you people take a guess why I'm not filming outside today? Correct. It's raining. Every Friday I'm out here moaning about the cloudy, rainy weather and begging for just one sunny day. It's never going to come. Do you want to know what the forecast is for tomorrow, Saturday, April the 9th? Do you want to take a guess? It's going to snow all day. April the 9th. The only time it doesn't rain here is when it snows. It's absolutely horrendous weather. But enough about the weather. Let's get to eBay, because we today are going to discuss the 2016 eBay Spring Seller Update. You will notice I do not have my whiteboard with me because I didn't feel like lugging it with me. It would have gotten all wet dragging it in and out of the car. And I'm really running late on time here because I have to film this video, get home and upload it, and try and make the deadline. So let's get started. As I said, the main topic of today is going to be the 2016 Spring Seller Update. I find it hard to believe that some of you guys haven't even heard about this yet. But it's true. But before we get into the Spring Seller Update, let us first do a little rehash of last week's video and address some of your concerns, some of your comments, and some things that happened in eBay land during the week. Okay, first of all, my sales this week were very good. I mean just non-stop very good. I have no complaints whatsoever, no real issues except for one thing that happened on Wednesday night, I think it was, which I'll tell you about. So, this week I had an unbelievable amount of buyers with guest accounts, people who registered for eBay just to buy my item. I consider that very good news, simply because what people are doing is they're going onto Google and they're Googling what they want to buy. You know, whatever you're selling. A certain cassette tape or a 1986 Chevy hub or a taillight for a Mercury. And Google search is picking up our eBay listings and directing the people right to them, and we're making sales. And I consider that great news. So what happened last night or the night before, whenever a guy with a guest account purchased 2 items from me. So I decided I would ship them in one box and combine shipping. But from the seller hub, it would not let me combine shipping, even though the gentleman had the same name and same address. Now that's never happened to me before. So what I tried to do, what I did was I put both items in the one box, I weighed it up, printed out the shipping label for that weight. Then I tried to copy and paste the label into the second item, which before has worked for me, but would not work. So I said to myself, no way in hell am I going to spend for double labels, all right, and eat into my profit. Number 2, no way in hell am I going to let this go and get a defect. So I called up eBay customer service. It was about 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening, I guess, and I got a representative here in the United States, which was good news. I explained my problem to him. He understood it. All right, he checked out and he said to me, I can definitely see they're both going to the same address. He said, let me try and combine them for you. And let me try and put the tracking number in for you. And he couldn't do it. So I said to him, the only thing I could attribute this to is the fact that if you look closely, even though the man has the same name and address, he used 2 different guest accounts within 2 minutes of each other. Isn't that kind of weird? He bought something with a guest account 2 minutes later, he buys another item from me and uses a different guest account. I don't know why, but that's what happened. So the gentleman said, okay, Joe, there's definitely something here. He goes, could I put you on hold for a couple of minutes? I'll get one of my supervisors and I'll get some advice from him. So I said, sure. So he puts me on hold, comes back a couple of minutes later and said, well, Joe, here's the deal. Because the guy used 2 different guest accounts, you cannot combine the shipping on this order. You will have to go through and print out the second label. However, I spoke to my supervisor, we looked at your account, and we are going to cover the cost of the second label for you. So what we'd like to do right now is if you would please print out the second label, tell me how much it cost, and I will refund you that money in your account. So it was a small item. I was able to use a small flat rate box, $5.90. I told him, he immediately refunded me $5.90. So my point of this little story is that eBay customer service is definitely improving. I have heard some horror stories in the past, and guys, I hear you. We've all experienced it. But let's hope everything is on the road to recovery as it seems to be. I've been reading a lot of your comments on Facebook about where you guys have been rooted to the Philippines and you're dissatisfied. And somebody said he thinks all the customer service reps should be here in the United States. And my personal feeling is I feel that way too. I really do believe that all jobs should be based right here in the good old USA. Another bone of contention with a lot of you guys, we mentioned it briefly last week, is glitches on the site. In this day and age, man, I really don't think that there should be too many glitches, yet there's been quite a few. So what I decided to do, kind of on a whim, I started earlier this week, and those of you guys who know me on Facebook have already seen this. I have actually established a new album on Facebook called eBay Site Glitches, where I'm screen capping all the glitches I get, and I'm actually listing what happened and how it came to be. Like just now I got one that said that I got an error message. I was on eBay Motors trying to list an item and using the parts compatibility feature. And anytime I try and use that, man, I mean, it's not every time, but I would say easily 1 in 4 times I'll get an error message. So I posted that. And Griff has seen some of them, and he has opened up a ticket on at least one of the things. So they really want us to write in and document them. But in reality, I'm sure a lot of you guys don't have the time to do it, and I don't always have it either. But on a whim, I decided to make this little album up, and hopefully it'll spur some action, and the site glitches will become a thing of the past. Also, another announcement before I get into the main topic. A lot of you guys probably heard this, but some of you didn't. Each summer, eBay Radio has an event. I think it's called eBay Radio Live. Well, guess what? This summer, eBay is joining forces with eBay Radio and having one huge mega event. And it's going to be the month of July 26th to the 29th. It's going to be like an eBay We Are 21 thingy mixed in with eBay Radio. It's going to be kick-ass. I am looking forward to it. And guess what? The best part is I will have 1 or 2 weeks of guaranteed sunshine, even though I got to go out west to get it, because I'm certainly not going to get it here in the Northeast. But they have not yet announced the venue, but as soon as they do, I will give it to you guys, and hopefully we'll be able to meet there. Let us now get to the main topic of the video, which is the spring seller update. I'm hoping most of you guys have already perused this, but I know some of you guys haven't, and some of you guys didn't even know that it was out there. So what I will do, firstly I will drop a link in the description box so you guys can click on that and peruse it at your leisure. But since I know some of you aren't going to, I will read you the salient points of it right now. We will start out with eBay stores. As you know, there are 3-level eBay stores: Basic, Premium, and Anchor. The fee structure for each of the 3 levels is going up. And I'm going to read to you now a little bit about that and a little bit of the positive aspects. Let's start with the Basic store. The Basic store is going up $12 per quarter. This is for people who commit to a 1-year store. Whereas the Premium store, which is where I'm at, is going up $30 per quarter, while the Anchor store is going up $360 per quarter. Now, you're probably thinking, this is terrible news. It's really not, because they're going to give us something in return. And what they're giving us far outweighs what we're paying. Each of the store levels is getting a large increase in fixed item listings. For instance, your Basic store will now get 250 free fixed item listings. Your Premium store will get 1,000, and your Anchor store 10,000. In addition, each of the 3 levels will get a certain amount of free auctions and collectibles and fashion, even though those to me are worthless because I don't sell them. And something called eBay branded supplies. Now, before we talk about the supplies, let's go back and talk about those fixed price listings. And let me explain to you how we will come out way ahead on this deal. I'm going to use myself as an example because it's something everybody can understand. I have a Premium store. That means I'll be spending another $30 per quarter. Okay? However, I am going to be getting 1,000 free listings where I used to get 500. Now, I always have at least 1,200 listings at any given point. So, bang, I'm going to use those 500 listings right away. 500 listings that I don't have to pay for, that I have been paying for at 10 cents a listing, is $50. So I am saving $50 right there. All right? That totally wipes out the $30 price increase for my store per quarter. Also, the eBay branded supplies. Depending on your store level, each level will be given a credit toward eBay branded supplies. Your Basic store gets $25 credit, Premium store $50, and your Anchor store $75 credit per quarter. Now, I have to tell you something about this, so stick with me. The name of the eBay store selling these items is eBay Shipping Supplies. Okay? I may, if I have time and remember, put a link in the description box to that store as well. But there's a little caveat here. Now listen. Let's say you have the Premium store like I do, and you're getting the $50 credit. If you go to this particular store, eBay Shipping Supplies, and make a purchase, you must use the entire credit at one time. You can't, if you go in and you buy, let's say $20 worth of a certain box, all right, and that's it, you lose the other $30 credit. You must use the entire credit in one purchase, and it must be done within the time frame it's issued. For instance, if you earn a $50 credit this quarter and you forget to use it, it does not overlap into next quarter. No, you lose it. You either use it or lose it. So I implore you guys, every one of you with an eBay store, to use your free credit. It's not going to cost you a penny. All right? You can go and spend money if you want on the eBay branded boxes, but right now for this discussion, I'm only talking about the free credit we're all going to get with our eBay stores. In addition, Hold up. So guys, I implore you to use your full credit for the shipping supplies that you're allotted each period. I was on the site earlier today checking out. They have various size eBay branded boxes, but they did not have the eBay tape that we all love so much. So I wrote in and I asked them, are they going to have the tape? And somebody told me that they had seen the tape earlier, a few days ago, but that it had been yanked from their listings. So I don't know if they're going to have the tape. It would be really great if they did, because that's something I use like crazy. I love my eBay tape. Now I read on Facebook, I believe it was in one of the thrifting groups, where one person complained about the eBay boxes, and he said, I don't like sending my stuff out with eBay boxes because, number one, I don't want to advertise eBay, and number two, he said he's afraid they're going to get stolen. We've talked about this before. Grow a pair of balls, man. And I'm not trying to be nasty here or nothing, but you have nothing to fear, okay? This is 2016. Amazon has branded boxes, thousands of them, more than thousands, tens of thousands, and there's no problem. I don't know why people come up and say things like this. I mean, get out of the cave. I know it doesn't affect any of you guys watching this video, but I just wanted to dramatize the situation and keep you aware of what's going on. Most people are great to promote eBay. I know I am. I'm making money on eBay. You're making money on eBay. It's positive, it's helpful to us to promote items on eBay, because that way, the more people come to eBay, the more people will buy from us. I'm doing good. I think you guys are doing pretty good too. I read in your comments last week, we talked a little bit about returns, and I said I didn't think there was anyone that got as many returns as me. There were 2 people that wrote in that said they got a lot of returns. Only 2. One person I remember listed over $1,000 each month. However, to be honest, I don't know his eBay account. I don't know if he's a big box seller. I would like to know, but that's a lot of returns. But I bet if he has $1,000 in returns each month, he's got to be making crazy coin in legit sales. And that's the idea, is legit sales. If you guys have any comments or concerns about the spring seller update, you can either A, click the link that's below and read up on them, or you can speak below and you can discuss them and tell me your viewpoints. To me, I did not see a single bad thing in the newsletter. I honestly feel, guys, that eBay is realizing and has started to realize that we sellers are its best friend. eBay has come full circle, and eBay is welcoming its sellers. I mean, sure, there are still some issues like site glitches, but they're relatively minor compared to things that happened years ago. All right? eBay is a great place to sell now. It's seller friendly. As I said, I called customer service the other night. I was treated great. In fact, while I'm on that subject, the guy was giving me options of what I could do about the combining shipping deal. And he said to me, well, he goes, if you didn't care, you could send these things off and just not put the tracking number in for the second one. And although you'd get a defect, it wouldn't matter to you because your account is spotless. He said, it's been a long time since I saw an account like yours with no defects whatsoever. So when I saw that account, I knew you would never stand for getting a defect. That's why I made sure I went to my supervisor and talked to him about it. But yeah, he's right. I don't get any defects because I ship my stuff next day, and I always make sure that my items get scanned in. I speak to quite a few of you guys during the week. Some through email, some on the phone, some through Facebook. And I've had some of you guys say that you're getting defects for not shipping in a timely manner, even though you brought your items to the post office. So I asked this one particular guy, I said, did you get them scanned in? He said, no. I said, man, always get them scanned in. You know I do. It's very important. Alright guys, I probably went a little longer today than I usually do, but let's go over a few quick things and I'll let you go. The most important is the eBay Spring Seller Update. Read it, study it, then tell me your feelings. Alright, I really don't see a single negative thing in this. I don't think any of you guys will too. The fees are going up, yes, but we're going to be saving more than double what we're paying. It's great. It's a no-brainer. We're going to be getting free shipping supplies. One thing I did notice is, and it's available only to the anchor stores, starting July 1st, people with the anchor stores, your big box sellers, will be getting dedicated customer service. That will not be available to the basic stores or to the premium stores. You know, I would really like to see it available tier-wide to all stores. But again, I just thought I'd throw that out there. But as I said, I see nothing negative. Nothing is going to hurt sellers. The anti-seller sentiment that was prevalent about 4 years ago is long gone. Okay? List your items, make some money, enjoy yourself. And always remember, I'm Crazy New York Driver and you're not. Thanks for watching. Comments below on any eBay topic. And I'll see you guys next Friday. And of course, it's going to be cloudy as always. Rock on, man. Peace!